Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Bloody Lane match for you. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. So let's get into our round here. It is a 220-man server right now. It is October 5th at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time right now, so kind of getting to that peak hours of War of Rights. In balance right now is 10 in favor of the CSA side. A lot of guys unenlisted, so we'll take a look in a little bit, but as of right now, your officers for the CSA, you have Drywall, Applejacks, Blake Bekillen, MM Festus, and then another Drywall on artillery for CSA. That's weird. Union looks like Skeen was maybe the officer, but he's level 1, so I don't know about that. You got George Sykes, Rojo Cal, and Agrippa. No artillery for the Union side. So the strat for Union on Bloody Lane or the Sunken Lane, depending on how you want to call it. Bloody Lane's better in my opinion, but generally Union strategy is to gang up on the CSA right, Union left, push down this kind of open field. It's right next to the out of bounds. You can't go too far this way, and just slam into the CSA here. And once you take this corner, you can kind of push this way across the map, completely flank the enemy team, and it is a done deal. However, similarly to what we're seeing the Union do now, I have seen the Union do a lot recently, which is instead push more of this right side, which has worked, and sometimes it hasn't, just like any strategy. But it's a new type of meta, if you want to call it that, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. They're playing the IBB song as you got the 69th New York on this map, their glorious flag there.
Beyond Sharpsburg lies Richmond. Beyond Richmond lies General Lee. Gentlemen, huzzah! Huzzah!
At least some of those guys said huzzah for the officer. For a moment, I felt bad. So the biggest thing with Union on this map is when you start as the defenders, you have to guard the whole width of the map. You don't know where the attackers are going to go, and so you have to spread your force out to defend the whole width of the lane here. And the problem is by using Union coming out here and starting an engagement, the CSA now realize what's going on, and you saw some CSA are rolling up on the Union left. You also have them moving over more to the center to be more prepared, and then these guys were already holding here. But a Union exposing themselves, it allowed CSA to get an opportunity to set themselves up for success. Mind you, Union couldn't go all the way over here-ish and still be in complete cover as they flank around the side. I love the aggression play style on War of Rights. I think I'm just a very aggressive person in nature for my officering. So I want to see the Union be aggressive. I think numbers are probably kind of evened out here because you don't really see too much of an imbalance in pubs. But there's 11 guys on CSA artillery. Didn't mention that earlier. So it's about a 10-man infantry imbalance in favor of Union. And I think you got to realize that as Union at some points is, you know, Union, they're all clumped up. They're in one big group. If they wanted to charge down the right side, they could. Because, look, you outnumber them by 10 initially. You have about 10 or so guys over there for CSA. I mean, you have guys here, and they'll move over, but you're still going to be outnumbering them by 20-some guys if your whole team charges in. But for now, you have Union sitting and shooting, standing as well, like this rifle here, facing the enemy down. Yeah, I think that guy just got team killed, running out in front of his own friendlies there.
Press 5, low bucket.
So let's see, is Union going to push forward, or are they just going for some
shots?
shots?
How long did it take you to reach 100?
4 years.
Really? 4 years?
Yep. It could be different, though. It only depends. Garrison up these rocks.
It depends, because when the developers first released the XP in the game, they let everyone get up to a certain XP level based on how many hours they had in the game, which is different than what it is now. It is now currently based off of how much you're in formation in the game. When you play the game, you'll get XP regardless, but if you're in formation, you'll get a lot of XP. if you're in skirmishing some and on a line you look at a lot. But here goes Union. They're just going to go straight in, and this is what I like to see. I mean, with not a whole lot of CSA on this right side, you got to take advantage, and so I like the charge in from Patriot here.
We're getting choked.
Union outnumbers CSA by a whole lot here. These CSA guys are going to get destroyed unless they get reinforcements, which are now starting to come down the lane. That Union group that initially pushed up now moving in as well, and here comes CSA reinforcements, but very spread out, and this is very evident with the ticket mark. Look at the tickets. Union's up by a fourth of a morale stage, and that's probably going to keep increasing as the melee ensues. And despite that, CSA is going to hold. They have the numerical advantage. I mean, you have a lot of Unions sitting back still shooting, which is going to cause that to happen. So I like the Union aggression. You got to do it as a team, though. I wish these guys would have joined them because they would have probably won, if anything. If not, brought the CSA down way more tickets. One Union flag is down. You can see that by the marker in the distance in the center of the screen. And so now we wait a little longer for Union to reform and kind of go in again. It's really surprising to see these guys sit in the middle of the map and just shoot. They could charge left and win very easily. Granted, they don't necessarily know how many numbers they have versus them. But still, you know a lot of CSA charged over here. You can see them. I don't know why you're not charging left to secure the left side of the map. This is a safe and conservative approach. That, I mean, you have the ticket lead, so it's probably going to work well for you, but it's a lot slower. And with that limited black timer, you might think, oh, 38 minutes, that's a lot of time. It could start catching up on you pretty quick if you don't move quick enough. So we shall see what occurs. Union respawn starting to move out. Looks like they're going to go down the left side, which I think is a great move. They don't have one of those flags, which is a bit of a concern. And hopefully the rest of the infantry joins them. Remember, this is a pub match. They can't communicate the officers over some other voice chat. Or at least they're not doing that. Most of the time they got to use the text chat in-game, which I don't have shown. It's normally on the bottom left side of your screen. Like, look at that. It popped up there. But I normally have that hidden. But they can communicate that way. They can also talk. So when they're by each other. Well, look how concentrated CSA is on the right. But I like the move here from the 69th units here. They're going down the left side. They're taking that corner. Oh, Rippa Grippa. But I think these Union guys got to look left and see that their friendlies are moving in, and they got to join them. Yeah, like, the problem is the Union guys over there are trying to... They want to join at least Pancake's group. It looks like they're starting to move, but because their group is dead, it looks like that his group won't move initially. And this is great maneuvering from the Union side. I mean, how many are on the server again? 225. Okay, it's an okay amount for the defense. But the thing is, CSA can't defend the width of the map with a good enough force. And the problem is CSA have not reacted well enough to Union moving this way. CSA are now hitting engage. You can see CSA starting to return, kind of realizing what's going on.
Shoot him up, boys. Shoot him.
And the Union on top of the hill are still holding there, while the rest of their team is about to engage in melee.
Shoot them with bucking ball. We're holding here. Cucking balls out. Shoot him up. Nice. Here they come. They're charging it, boys. Back away from the
CSA making sure that Union can't hold forward, or trying to, at least some of them are trying to charge them out.
Just shoot him. Just brace yourself out. Brace, watch the right. Coming right.
Oh, someone was playing a good song. See, with a meme with a cat.
Hold it.
But I like that CSA is trying to at least maybe try to push Union out. I don't know though. CSA could turtle, but Union would probably cap and they'll lose. But when you try to push the attacking team up, again, you got to do it in force with your whole team. You cannot be half going in, which is what they're doing. It's only a matter of time before we see Agrippa's group move forward. And why, as CSA, are we pushing forward here?
Keep moving, don't hold here. Keep going.
I would think as CSA you realize Union still has a large force up here. I mean, you can see them from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're going up there when your team is being torn to shreds over here. They do have 2 flags over here. It's one of the Ohio regiments. I think it's Ohio.
Pull back. We're kind of getting slower.
Yeah, it's the 8th Ohio.
Hold that here for a little bit.
One of the 8th Ohio flags and one of the 69th flags are over here, which that flag for Union is still despawned on that side. And Union is now down to engaged.
Yep, keep independent fire to the cornfield. Line them up to the corn. Hey, shoot that.
Flag down. Flag down.
Yeah, space it out.
So it looks like the Union reinforcements. Who group is this? So I think it's the 69th group. They're rolling up back on top of the hill. That flag should despawn any second, and it has. Which means it is back in the game. And so Union's almost up by half a morale stage. This is a great start for them. And the CSA is playing in such a way that allows the Union to continue to have success. These close engagements are going to be great for Union. I think CSA has buck and ball, basically the shotgun as well. So I get why they would want to stay close as well.
Aim low, aim at their dicks. Aim low, aim at their dicks. Focus on the enemies that are close on our right. Focus fire on our right. You guys
That's an
shift more
unfortunate
right,
one.
shift more right. We need more guys on the right here. Shift right, you guys, come on. We need you on the right. Shift right.
come on, shift right.
So MM Festus was trying to keep up the aggression in a sense. He's got 2 flags up there. They're trying to get closer and closer to the Union. You have some CSI holding off to the left, trying to avoid too many ticket losses, and then you have one group moving on this right side, probably the group with the down flag. Applejacks.
Line up and take aim. Line up and take aim to the left. Line up, take aim.
And you can see the 69th is now rolling down on the hill. Union's even going to have more forces plunged in here.
Aim low.
And CSA is going to be knocked down to take in losses here,
Some men for the Union.
trying to hold this.
Spread out, boys. Don't bunch up. Spread out.
So you can kind of hear that Union officer saying, "Spread out, don't bunch up." It just makes sense. When one team is very spread out, you can see how spread out the Union is. Look how clumped up the CSA is here. If a Union guy shoots in here, they might miss the first guy, but they're going to hit the second guy. I mean, you can just see you just saw 3 shots and 3 CSA kills. So you can't be clumped up on these fences. Most instances, it's not the best idea to clump up. And you could see CSA paying the price even more, now down a 3/4 of a morale stage. And Union actually now pushing forward, trying to keep up the aggression. They've won the round pretty decisively so far. Agrippa's group, they've inched further forward.
Retreat, fall back, we need to regroup. Fall back. Retreat, retreat.
And so CSA is going to attempt to fall back and retreat. Now, will they turtle? That's probably the best Ravenue. We're coming up with new words here every day, but it's the best avenue for CSA is to turtle. You got to force Union to cap so that you can retake that point and go up to the percentage of tickets that the Union team is at. But most likely they won't do that just because you don't see turtling that often at regimentals, and that's where communication is a lot more intact compared to public matches. Now you can have accidental caps, which I don't think the Union's trying to cap.
Hey, 69th New York A. 69th New York A. Hold right here.
Idea.
Can we go up the road?
Pull it back a little
No,
bit.
do not. Make sure you are not capping. Yeah, pull it back further, pull it back.
And Pancake is exactly right there.
Alright, we're not capping anymore. We're fine.
You can't be capping if you're Union. You got 30 minutes left. You need to knock CSA down one more stage into breaking, and then you will have a great opportunity to just outright win the match, which they probably will.
Alright, do your B. Get to the belt. Get to the across these things right behind us here. Move it back, move it back. Back to where we was.
Inside of your ass, New York B. We're lining up.
We're about to push
Hey,
out to
New York
the
A,
far
I'm
right
trying
side.
to find those rebels in the corner. Once I find them, we'll just up and over and charge them. We may be outbound. It is what it is.
And you hear the Union officers just saying, we got to keep up the aggression. Wherever they're at, we're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard. Doesn't matter if we go out of bounds, which I agree with.
Right now, I just had 7 viewers before I turned it off.
Yeah. I'm one of those viewers.
And hell yeah, I just made this account too, like 20 minutes ago.
You gotta be some of like the big war rights YouTubers.
Yeah.
Do you play any other games than War of Rights?
Yeah, I play Arma Reformer. I have like 250 games.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get Arma lately. You play Hell Let Loose?
Oh hell yeah, I have Hell Let Loose as well. Yeah, I've been playing
Oh, yeah,
Arma Forger with Zane. I mean not Zane. With Admin Destroyer and Heads. We've been playing.
Those are all the games I play as well.
I'm not going to lie, Welsh, he was playing real good with that guitar. That was kind of nice to hear. So CSA is all reformed up. They're sitting at their main spawn. Again, trying to force Union Cap. The problem with pubs is you can see it very evidently. You have a bunch of CSA Rambos out here. George Sykes, his group is moving down. And again, these out of lines are going to slowly start adding up over the long term. And CSA will eventually hit breaking. The question is, will Union have the patience to just wait for the Rambos to come out and knock them down?
Hey, CSA right side down the line, George. CSA
Oh,
back
shit.
down the line in the car.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Turn right, boys, turn right.
All right, company, forming this right side here. Forming this right side
Company,
line.
right side. Company B, New York, right side. Come on.
And I mean, yeah, you do have one CSA company kind of keeping aggression. Like, that's the thing, right? Those CSA guys over there looks like they're maybe starting to move out now because they realize that they're just going to lose this way.
In the fence, you reload.
But
Flag there, wave the flag when we're scared, so we can un-black and white faster.
actually, we might have missed a charge. What was it?
Back after you shoot.
MM Festus charged in. He only had about 10 guys, though. 10, 15 guys. So we didn't miss anything major. But those little things are going to start adding up. And Union's out of bounds right now. They are out of bounds right there. And you can see they're already turning back right away just to make sure they stay in bounds. CSA keeping shots up on that side. But I think Union's having the patience to wait for them to hit breaking because it'll eventually happen. You got to know on pubs that this stuff is going to happen.
There we go. Beautiful. Just so we don't have to get big blob around here. Independent fireball, CRP. Give me the brown balls. Oh, flag's down. Pick it up.
Get a flag up.
Color flag.
And Union is just whittling down. I mean, these Rambos out here, they're going to get you. And you can't be Ramboing in these matches. It's a lot of fun, but from a straight strategical perspective, it is one of the, if not worst things that you can do.
Gotta kill these rebels.
Sir, John Brown's outside. Steady.
John Brown.
Fire.
And you can see Union's just trying to shoot to hit anything. I mean, they got a couple here, but... And that's why CSA is pulling back. They're just trying to turtle, but it's not going to work. Look at his gun stuck there.
Do you think about the idea if we just sprint up on the road on the left, shoot them from the back, and shoot them at the side?
Good. Oh. Well, dead. You get to hear the rest.
And so, I mean, yeah, this is some more right sometimes. You got a groupless group moving down. Hope Union should not cap. I mean, it's been kind of a boring 5 or so minutes, but...
Hey guys, did you miss me? Hey, I'm right here, guys. Hey, you missed. You missed. Up.
There we go.
It's going to get you there eventually. And I mean, Agrippa, I like it. Kind of being aggressive here on this CSA group. They're pulling back, but I don't know how much it's going to matter.
Time to see how a real company does it. Fuck you, New York. Switch up to the next sneak fence over here to southwest.
I think Union could have pushed up sooner, but that's besides the point. I mean, most of CSA is back outside of this company and maybe a couple Rambos. It's getting kind of close. And now I think CSA, Drywall and Applejacks is realizing they're going to hit braking, and so they have to charge out here. They can't turtle anymore. They're going to have to control the point. So Union, you could see them falling back towards the point in the distance. At least I hope they're going there. Maybe going up the hill, but the friendlies are going to get into an engagement here, and this is going to hit CSA in the braking. It should. CSA did win here. And they're pulling back up, staying near the point. Go to the point. And Union's going to win this game here. We'll see if CSA can hold on the charge, but I doubt they'll be able to. I mean, the Union on the far side as well starting to collapse. You got the 69th moving down as well.
Defend yourselves, boys. I understand. We're ready. Just defend.
Brace the right side. Brace the right side.
Brace the right, brace the right, brace the right.
There ain't gonna be no fucking rev getting across me.
Brace the right, brace the right.
Jesus Christ.
And it's going to be close. CSA definitely has enough time, but why is that Union group quick timing over? Union goes down to taking losses. Why are they quick timing over? I don't know how CSA's not winning the point. CSA are winning the point. If those guys did not quick time over, Union would have won the match. Oh, are you kidding me? Union just lost the point because those guys were quick timing over. It's not going to change anything in terms of the match, but jeez, I mean, Union's still going to win this game. They'll probably have morale and a half, but it's kind of like, what was the point? It was, I mean, it was fun in the moment, but
Fuck you, yeah. Fuck off.
it can be a little annoying. You have Union forces moving down.
We can just get in there and just help them. Let's just help them push them back.
I mean, Union respawns are starting to collapse in here. I mean, Union's kept the flags up for the most part, so their spawns are going to be getting in fast. That point's going to be going back in Union's favor shortly. There it goes. So CSA respawns are slowly making their way back out, but
Go back to General Lee, gentlemen, go back! Back with ye, back I say! Charge them!
and I mean, just because these guys are charging in, causing chaos among CSA, Union's gonna hold this time, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any outstanding CSA force that could make an effort. I mean, you do have these guys coming in, but
Get your asses into line! Get your asses into line!
Yes, sir.
with that all being said, I think Union's got a dub. CSA might hit last stand here, but it's not really going to matter a whole lot, I reckon. Ooh. Unfortunately, that did nothing, but good round there. I mean, Union did everything you would want them to do, except the little tomfoolery there at the end, but, you know, is what it is. In pub matches, when you're in instances like that, when the defending team just sits back, you just have to be patient, and you will eventually knock the defending team down to breaking, which is what you saw. I mean, eventually Rambo's or one company's going to get bored and go off and do something. So this was Bloody Lane as one would expect. Good job on Union's part. They hit the right hard, and then they went left hard. And CSA, while they reacted good initially, they did not respond well enough throughout the round to give themselves a chance. Obviously, it's harder when you can't hold the whole lane and Union can kind of go back and forth between the sides. But that's kind of the cool part with skirmish, I think, is being able to react and outflank your opponent, especially as the attackers. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. We have a Patreon in the description. We have a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. We have our Discord and merch there as well. But I hope you all enjoyed it. We will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.